A scene, a spectacle, a cavalcade of dancing lights trying to hype this crowd into a frenzy, and it's working because they know what a huge matchup is in store. Welcome everyone to the home of the Arizona State Sun Devils, Mountain America Stadium in Tempe. As we'll see the number 8 team in the country, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on the 21st ranked team in the land, the Arizona State Sun Devils. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Notre Dame looking for a strong kick to get this one underway. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So the Arizona State Sun Devils offense will have the football first. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box, they can take it outside, they can both catch the football as well. So no doubt the game plan for both offenses, feed the running back as many different ways as possible and just let him go to work.
They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. The Sun Devils decide to punt it away. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. So Notre Dame's offense will take the field for the first time. And you've got to believe this defense has put in extra time to try to slow down this tight end, David. But the question, can they even stop it?
It's one thing to watch it. It's another thing to stop it. And I'm just impressed with the way they move him around. They use him. Sometimes he blocks. Sometimes he's a wide receiver. Like sometimes he's a lineman. Sometimes he's a wide receiver. So tough to figure out where he's going to be to double team him. But I bet he's got the attention of this defense, Jesse.
He does for sure, and because of that, David, I think it's going to open up some opportunities for maybe some of the other guys out wide. If you've got two guys covering the tight end as a quarterback, you've got to be ready to throw the football somewhere else sometimes, and so you might see a little bit more balance in the passing attack today.
And they can't make the connection as they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Leaves it with the running back. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. We've reached the end of the first quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. Notre Dame comes out of the break facing third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Got a man. It's Washington. They don't get nearly enough on third down. Fourth down coming from the 48. Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Off the play fake on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Moore. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. Try and play action. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
And after that last sack, man, you could just see it. They are feeling themselves. After pitching a shutout last week, after dominating early in this game, it just seems like they're playing with a different aggression and a different level of intensity than what their opponent is. They have been so dominant.
And the Sun Devils have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. He finds a soft spot in the middle. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. They're looking at a 3rd down and short from the 33. There he goes. He's forced out of bounds inside the 5 and the 4, and they save the touchdown, at least for now.
What a great run there. On 3rd and 1 situation, though, David, that has got to be demoralizing for a defense because they were packed up close to the line of scrimmage, expecting run on that one.
They're playing aggressive, but great offenses have the ability in predictable situations like 3rd and 1 to get first downs.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Dropping back, it's Levitt. Here comes the heat. Touchdown, Arizona State! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, every game in the SEC so vital to a team's season, and this one is no different. Mississippi State was anything but dominant, but the Bulldogs are going to leave this stadium today winners. A lot to work on, no question, but they avoid one in the L-Cup. Always interesting to see good SEC teams collide, and today was no different. The agony and ecstasy of college football, fellas.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Got a man. It's Washington. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. Back to throw, time running short in the half. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Using his legs to buy some time. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Grabbed in the middle, it's Williams. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. And they spike it to stop the clock. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. The Irish will need to move the sticks on 3rd and long to keep this drive going. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's a heat. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away. And here comes the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And no shot at a return here as the punt flies out of bounds. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Brown has it. Makes a man miss. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, who's got a better seat there today in Tempe than you do? And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Mountain America Stadium.
The Sun Devils will kick it away to crank up the second half. Let's see what he can do with the return. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here come the Irish back on offense. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Bought a little time. Lets it go. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. On the option. And maybe a wise move not to even try the pitch as he's knocked down in the backfield. Notre Dame has made this second down play much more difficult after going backwards. Rushes on him. Took a shot as he threw. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. Punt will bounce out of bounds, and they're going to spot it at the 25. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Direct snap. It's Brown. And this Wildcat is going to be declawed, stopped in the backfield. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They'll run play action. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona State has the lead. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Anderson. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And the Sun Devils will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. This is a spot you see many returners try to take a chance, but not this time. Fair catch just inside the 40. Off play action on first down. Snagged in the middle, it's Williams. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. Sends it back in motion. Wants to go up top on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Hardy. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. So now it's second and long. Wants to go up top. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
Well, we've seen this defense make plays time and time again in this game. They may have just sealed it with that takeaway.
They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. The inside handoff. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. They'll use a timeout here. You have to be certain at this point in the game. To throw, it's Levin. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The Sun Devils will punt this one away. He'll call for the fair catch and make it at the 14, and they'll be backed up to start this drive. Good news, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Finds his man, it's Hardy.
I I think in this situation, 2 minutes, trailing late, I think you got to be throwing to the sticks every time. I don't know if these short completions are going to get it done. You're just not going to have enough time to get down the field. So from a play calling standpoint, I think you want to think about being a little bit more aggressive.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. They'll throw on 3rd and short. Skips away from pressure. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Washington. They'll get him down at the 48 after the 15-yard gain. And they spike it and get the clock stopped. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. Takes a shot as he lets it go. And he makes the catch at the 25. It's a 1st down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. He spikes it. Clock stops as they try to rally late. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Grabbed over the middle. It's Williams.
Man, this is such a hard situation. That clock is your enemy, and you've got to push the ball down the field, but you know the defense is dropping back, so you can take the underneath stuff and go to your 2nd and 3rd read some, but we've got to stay aggressive.
Looking to the end zone. And he's got it. He's got it for a touchdown, and here in the final minute, they're a single point behind.
What a massive play by this offense. Man, you needed it. Great execution. Now kick the extra point, tie this football game up late, or do you go for 2? Do you go for the win? Do you try to take the lead? That is a you decision.
Big point after here, looking for the tie late. And the extra point was good, and we are all tied up in the 4th. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. He'll try the left side. Got the 1st down, looking for more. The time is precious. He's out of bounds to stop the clock after gaining 11. Might as well give it to him again. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line. 4 quarters, not enough to settle this one. We're headed to overtime.
And these teams have played so well, back and forth, evenly contested game. How about a little free football, Jesse?
Yeah, I love this, David. Free football. I'm finding out which of these 2 teams is the most mature, who can settle down now with the game on the line and make the big play.
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Palmer, like you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the 3rd overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays, back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
He leaves it with the back. Stop is made almost immediately. Give him 1 to the 23. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking for a man. It's Levitt. Got his man quickly. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. They want to keep this drive alive. 3rd and short here in overtime. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Sun Devils! And they score first here in overtime.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get him. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And the PAT gives him a 14-7 lead. Now on first down, they need to answer with a touchdown. Wants to throw on first down. Pocket breaking down. And that one is right on target if his target was the first row. Working well behind the sticks on second down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Catch in the middle, it's Williams. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Notre Dame now operating in the red zone. Under fire. Firing to the right, complete. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame! They got it in, and now an extra point away from the tie.
I think that pass play was simply designed just to get him the football in space and let him do the rest. Obviously, they're not throwing that into the end zone, but they feel like they've got guys, especially at the running back position, that if you just give them an opportunity, they can make people miss and score like he did right there.
This is like that 2-foot putt. They still need to make it to force another overtime. And right down the middle. Here in the second overtime, they'll snap it on first down. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. The Irish come to the line facing second and short. Back to pass. Caught near the sticks. It's Williams. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. First down for this offense. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Quick step and go. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Got it in to take the lead here in the second OT. After that, there might be a few extra tackling drills in practice this week.
Well, listen, and when you only got one guy there, it makes it really hard to get to the ground. You need a swarm. Where are my other guys? You got to get 1, 2, 3 more guys to the football to make sure you get them on the ground.
Now in the second overtime, you must go for the 2-point conversion. He wants to throw it. They can't convert, and the lead remains at 6, and now they'll have to go on defense.
Notre Dame 20, Arizona State 14.
They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. Looking to throw, it's Levitt. Oh, they're after him! And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and a first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
And the Sun Devils now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, he'll throw it. Shoots it to the left. Complete downfield. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Got it in the middle, it's Anderson. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. Looking downfield on first down. Under fire. He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on first down in the red zone. To the air on second down. Touchdown, Arizona State! They got it in to tie it up here in double overtime, and now the two-quarter will win it.
I think the quarterback showed his head coach a lot on that last touchdown pass, the poise and the confidence. And because of that, David, on this upcoming two-point play, you might just put it back into his hands and let him go win it.
Yeah, man, I need it again, right? Like these rules, I got to go for two. This is a clutch moment. Obviously, got to come up big. Do you trust him again? You worked on these two-point plays all year long, all week long. That's what you do. You know the rules. Now you got to go execute.
He'll set up to throw. Quickly complete. He makes his way into the end zone, and they've got a two-point lead. Guys, if you want to go strictly by the rankings, I guess this was an upset, but to my eyes, we saw two really good teams slug it out, and one of them came out on top.
Yeah, two really good teams, man. That's a reason why they're both ranked. They're both really good, and I tell you what, getting this win proves something to everyone else now. Like, I was ranked below this squad. You beat a team that's ranked above you. Now you start to climb up the charts, build some momentum. This squad's about to get some more respect, Palmer.
I think good teams find ways to win games, especially in a game like this. Two ranked opponents, evenly matched. Who's going to be able to make the plays when it matters the most? You got to give this team credit. This is